So I was wondering if you had anything nice to say about your opponent.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got lots of nice things. The guy has no redeeming qualities. He's dumber than a box of rocks. The guy has disgusting teeth. His own fans from UK hate him. And, dude, oh, have you seen his hairline? Have you seen the back of his head? It looks like a meteor hit the back of his head. It's disgusting.
I feel like we hit that on the nail. Dude, on you, man. How did I do?
You did great. I love it.
Nice to meet you. Greetings, nerds and virgins. My name's Nina, and I'm here with
Colby Covington.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm f***ing good. You doing okay?
I'm doing good. I like the hat. You know, it represents everything that stands for freedom in America. So
I try to resemble you as much as possible.
I love that. You got the bling, the nice white shoes.
I tried. I try to come correct, man.
I love that. You're probably gonna piss off a lot of the Comic-Con nerds that do MMA media today.
No, I've been pissing off a lot of people since I started.
I love that. Who cares about their feelings, man?
Well, they don't care about mine, so f them. You know?
I love that.
Have you ever worn the same blazer twice?
I've never worn the same blazer twice.
This is giving me very what is it? 4th of July. It's like a firecracker. You look like a firecracker.
I like that. Like one of those little firecracker pops you used to
get.
Yeah.
Firecracker. But it's a one of one.
A one of one, man. I got the man.
Yeah, you got the man on the back.
His mugshot on the back. So I got.
That's so good. Wait, what does the E stand for?
The E is Mr. E. That's the artist that painted it on.
Oh, that's cool. And you got him to sign it?
Yeah, I got him to sign it at his house, Mar-a-Lago. So.
Did you bring it when you went to Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah, I brought it when I went to Mar-a-Lago before I left it out here to Vegas. So.
What did you eat at Mar-a-Lago?
I had some salmon and some broccoli and mashed potatoes.
That's what you guys had for dinner?
That's what I had. Trump had like a big steak and some fries and a Coke.
He had steak, fries, and a Coke?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
What, was there like a appetizer?
Yeah, there was an appetizer. We had tuna crispy rice, like some little tuna sushi rolls.
That's cool. Yeah. Okay. All right, you're stuck on an island. What 3 things are you bringing?
Stuck on an island. What 3 things am I bringing? Oof. Definitely bringing food because I don't want to starve. Food, water, and probably a lighter so I can start a fire, you know, in case I get cold.
What? Like apples?
Apples? I would bring some apples. I like apples.
Bottled water?
Definitely bottled water. You can't trust the city water.
You can't trust the tap water. It's making the frogs gay.
And it's got fluoride in it, and it's got a lot of chemicals. You know, people flush down the toilet, it goes right into your city water.
You know, they were flushing pills down the toilet too, and was it like painkillers?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
The opioid crisis.
Uh-huh.
That's right, yeah. Flushing down the toilet, going right into the people. That's probably why we have so many dumb journalists these days. A bunch of nerds and virgins. They should be at a Comic-Con convention.
They're drinking too much tap water.
That's true.
What's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school is history. I like to know about history and all the great things that have happened in this great country, the United States of America.
Specifically 1776?
Specifically 1776, and that means you don't come to America and f*** with us. And if you're British, like Cornwallis, you're gonna come surrender here just like Leon Scott, and you're gonna go back home empty-handed.
How do you feel about the Boston Tea Party? Do you drink tea?
I drink a lot of tea, yeah, I like tea.
You green tea kind of guy?
Yeah, I like some green tea.
I'm sorry, I can't do the glasses.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel much better. I felt so disconnected. Are you a green tea guy?
I'm a green tea guy, yeah, but you know, I love the Boston colonists that got together and said, don't f*** with us, we're gonna take back this country and take back our sovereignty, so yeah, God bless them.
Do you think the tea was like an English breakfast tea or was it like a chai?
I think it was probably an English breakfast tea. I think like the chai tea probably wasn't invented till the late 20th century or so.
Isn't it Asian?
Is it?
I think the chai is Asian.
It's Asian? Okay. I mean, you said it. I didn't say it.
Do you think... Next. Where were you on January 6th?
I was on a beach in Miami hanging out with some mamacitas.
Can they confirm? Can they confirm?
Oh, yeah, they could definitely confirm.
Okay. You know, I wanted to dress up as the insurrection leader, but they wouldn't let me.
Really? I figured. You probably would have got canceled.
Probably.
Probably wouldn't have a job.
Probably. But they make those silicone bodysuits.
Really?
Yeah. You know, you ever see those silicone bodysuits where it's like some women wear them, where they're like, it's like a men's chest, it's like in abs and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like those silicone suits?
Yeah.
And I was going to get the horns and like the foxtail. I was going to paint my face.
No way.
Yeah, no, 100%. I submitted my suggestion and it got turned down immediately. so just want to let you know. Okay.
That's hilarious.
I feel like we have a lot in common, especially with the trolls on the internet. Like, you get a lot of nerds and virgins, but I think more so than not, mine are like bridge trolls that hate women.
Yeah, I feel that, you know. It's disrespectful, you know.
Why do you think? Because there's nothing wrong with being a nerd or a virgin, or a nerdy virgin.
True.
But why do you think they're so angry?
I think they're so angry because, you know, you're everything they wish they could be. You know, they're in their mom's basement eating Cheetos, and you're out here on the biggest stage of them all in the UFC with the biggest platform in the world. And so they're envious of you, and they're jealous, and they wish they had everything that you had.
They wish they had a signed blazer by Trump.
They wish they had to make MMA media great again.
Yeah,
or a nice bling chain, or a nice blazer and nice attire like you do.
Thank you so much. I got it from Target.
I love that. It's amazing. Got to cut costs in Biden economy.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it's the truth. I went to Target, I spent $400.
Yeah, and a couple years ago.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. A couple years ago, it probably would have been $100 or $50. Inflation's out of control. We're sending money to Ukraine left and right. It's a joke. Our borders are wide open. It's inflation. I mean, you go to the gas station, I mean, it's double of what it was a couple years ago. If you go to the grocery store, it's triple, quadruple. So, you know, we got to cut back.
Do you think we should stop paying taxes so that they don't send it to the Ukraine?
I think we should. I think, you know, taxation is theft, so I think we should just stop paying taxes. But, you know, then the IRS would come after us. So I don't know if we want that on our asses.
Do they arm the IRS?
I don't know. I heard that lately they were talking about arming it.
Were they talking about it?
I think that was a narrative lately in the media. They were talking about arming the IRS.
Do you think the IRS is full of nerds and virgins?
I do, of course. I mean, who's going to be able to, you know, cut those numbers like that unless you had nothing else to do in your life but make other people's life miserable?
That's a good answer. What toothpaste do you use?
I use Tom's fluoride-free toothpaste.
Really?
Yeah.
I use fluoride-free toothpaste too. It has no neurotoxins in it.
Yeah, that's the best.
It's called Boca. It's a hydroxyapatite. Hydroxyapatite. It like mimics fluoride, but in like a natural plant-based way, so that it doesn't calcify your pineal gland.
Okay. Wow. That's smart. You doing the research and doing what's healthy for you.
Yeah. Well, you too, because do you have Tom's or do you just use Tom's?
I just use Tom's.
You don't have the shoes?
No, I don't have the shoes.
I could see you in some Tom's in Miami.
Yeah.
Do you have an electrical toothbrush?
I do have an electrical Sonicare toothbrush.
Is it the one with Bluetooth?
No, it doesn't have. I'm not that fancy.
No, I think the
That's
Bluetooth.
bougie.
I think I have like a theory on Bluetooth. I feel like it fries your brain cells.
I agree.
Yeah, especially when you have it in your mouth.
That's true.
It goes straight to your brain.
Straight to the brain. Yeah, people don't think about that.
But I don't think at all.
Yeah, you're a deep thinker. I can see.
Thank you.
An intellect of the highest degree.
Thank you. Well, it's something we have in common. Do you have sensitive eyes?
When there's lights around and like the media, I do have sensitive eyes because, you know, I don't like bright lights in my eyes, so that's why I wear glasses.
You wear glasses?
Yeah.
Okay. Rerouting. Have you ever gotten a community guideline strike? Because I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
For doing what?
I was just responding.
Really?
Yeah.
It was probably truth, right?
It was all truth.
That's crazy.
It was a nerdy virgin. He was so mean. Well, he was attacking everyone in my my comment section, and I just responded to him. And then he reported me the next day.
What? That must have been on Twitter and not on Elon Musk's X.
No, it was on Instagram.
It was on Instagram. Oh, okay. Even worse, man. Zuckerberg's a communist. He hates frickin' America and anybody that chooses to express their free speech.
You're from Oregon?
I'm from Oregon, yep.
You don't give Oregon vibes.
No? Mm-mm. Oh, man. You know, I love Oregon. You know, it's a beautiful place, very secluded and, you know, up in the mountains and just a quiet lifestyle, a lot different than the Miami lifestyle that I live now.
What do you like better?
I mean, I like Miami because there's a lot more freedoms there. The state gives us a lot more opportunities, but Oregon's turned into kind of a shithole with Antifa and all the communist, you know, rulers that have ruined the state. But if I had to choose between, like, geographically, I'd rather live in Oregon.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a beautiful state, a lot of mountains, of greenery.
Where were you when they created Chaz, the autonomous zone in Seattle?
Yeah, I was in Miami enjoying my freedom and no mask and no multiple jabs and 25 vaccines.
There we have it. Okay, we're like kind of almost done. I'm a vegan.
You're vegan?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Would I be considered a soy boy?
Nah, you wouldn't be considered. You're not classified as a soy boy. You don't fit those standards. You
okay. What constitutes as a soy boy?
Just low testosterone, you know, beta male. That's
okay. So it has nothing to do with like diet.
Nah, it has nothing to do with diet. It just has to do with your personal choices and the type of things that you express.
Can you come back from being a soy boy?
You can, but I mean, it would take a serious amount of effort and work to come back from that. That's a serious thing. Once you commit on that path to being a soy boy, like, it's, you know, people, you could come back, but no one's ever going to forget.
I agree. Has anyone ever sent you a pic?
Yeah, I've gotten many pics, you know, death threats, you know, all types of weird shit in my DMs, but, you know, it's, you know, and my friends, they sent me that pic where it's like that big freaking guy, and then like you open it, and then it's like his big old flopping out.
Oh, like touching the floor.
Yeah.
The black guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I know that one.
Exactly.
I've been sent that one too.
Right? I feel like everybody's been sent that.
What's the craziest thing you've done while sleepwalking?
Oh man, I've done a lot of things sleepwalking. Craziest thing? I probably shouldn't say this on camera, but you know, because I know my police officer friends will get mad, but I went and grabbed a shotgun and I tried to load it, and I put the clip in backwards. Oh. So yeah, you know, that. Thankfully, thank God he was looking over me, because I probably wouldn't be here today otherwise.
Did you try to use it?
I don't know if I tried to use it.
Did you wake up?
I didn't wake up. I just woke up in my room, and then I went to my room that I had my guns in, and I realized the gun was loaded backwards, and I was like, this is where I'm going to put them in a safe, and I'm going to be, you know, safe with them and never do this again. Do
you still sleepwalk?
I still do occasionally. You know, it's just been something that I've had my whole life that I've done, so, you know, I don't know. I feel like I can kind of have, you know, a sense with the other side of this world, you know. Maybe that sounds weird, but, you know, I think that our spirits, and after we, you know, we leave this place, we go to a different universe, so I feel like I can kind of connect with that a little bit.
Okay, wait, so do you think when you sleepwalk that you're just existing in a parallel universe? So like when you're walking around, you're just sort of reenacting what you're doing elsewhere?
I think there's a lot of truth to that. You know, our subconscious comes out, and I think we're definitely in a different world. You know, I feel so alive, like it's really real, everything that's happening. Like a lot of times I feel like people are coming to attack me or kill me, or just, the dreams feel so real. It's just, I don't think they're dreams. I think that's literally another world, like the Matrix almost,
Dude,
you know?
Dude, me too.
Yeah.
No, all my dreams are excessively violent.
Really?
Yeah, no, they're all really, really violent, and all of them, they're either trying to attack me or kill me, and then as a result, I have to be extremely violent. And like, I'm extremely violent in all of my dreams. And like, I'll do things that I'm like, that's insane. I probably shouldn't, like, but that's the only way to survive. Yeah. And it's like every morning you wake up, you're exhausted because you just ended up killing a whole bunch of people that were trying to kill you or come for your family.
That's so true. What's the craziest thing that's happened to you in your dreams?
Okay, well, there's a lot. One, I was in my childhood home, and I was sitting in the dining room, and this guy came in, and he tried to kidnap me. And so what he did was he tied my hands behind my back, And I looked up, and we had this marble table growing up, like it was solid marble table. And I look up, and there was a scissor on the table. And so what I did was I just remember him tying my arms behind my back, and I started whispering because I was trying to get him closer to me. And when he came closer to me to listen to me, I bit his ear off. And as I bit his ear off, I shimmied my butt through my arms where he tied me together. And then I took the scissor and I stuck it between his eyes, and I dragged him down the staircase that was my grandma's staircase.
Wow.
It's kind of insane, right?
Yeah.
And I dragged him all the way down the staircase by his eyes with the scissors in his eyes.
Dang, that's vivid. That's amazing.
I remember that from like 10 years ago.
I love that. Girl
But
power.
they're all like, well, or just sheer insanity. I probably should have been medicated a long time ago,
No.
but they just had me walking around.
It's you or them, man.
But that's what I mean. So maybe you have the same thing. Because I think whenever I'm existing in these other dreams or like these parallel universes, they're so vivid and they're so real, and I feel it. Like they say that you're not supposed to feel pain, but people have done things to me in those dreams, and I wake up feeling them, and I feel the pain in my dreams.
Yeah, you feel it, right?
One time I woke up and I couldn't walk for like 2 days.
Whoa.
Weird,
that's
right?
Great. That's very weird.
What crazy one you've had?
I mean, besides that other one, one time my dad, when I was a little kid, I ran to the kitchen and I grabbed a hammer, and my dad was like trying to hit me, and I tried to smack my dad with a hammer like in real life, and I had no idea. And then he took the hammer away. I went to sleep, and then I came right back to the kitchen and took a piss in the trash can.
This is a dream?
This is me sleepwalking. This is me sleepwalking. Oh, dream. This is me sleepwalking.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like all my dreams are usually just people trying to attack me.
Yeah.
I feel like, I've done combat sports my whole life, so I just feel like, and I got bullied when I was a younger kid, so I just feel like people are always trying to kill me and attack me, so it's always just kind of been in my dreams. I've never had like good dreams.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
I wonder whether that is.
Who knows? Probably what they're putting in our chicken or meat or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
It seems like a high testosterone reaction. Okay, what makes a boy a man, in your opinion?
Just obviously having shown maturity and going through puberty, and having testosterone flowing through your body, and be able to live on your own and not have to depend on anybody else.
Would you make a good girl dad?
I would make a good girl dad. It was, I live with my mom and 2 sisters and a cat and a dog. They were all women, so I know how to treat women, and I love women, and I treat them with the utmost respect. So that's why I get offended when people like Sean Strickland say women only deserve it in the kitchen.
We need to elect somebody that's going to put women back in the kitchen.
Because I have friends like Candace Owens. If she went and talked to Sean Strickland, that guy, she would walk circles around Sean and make him look like an idiot. And she would show him that he belongs in the kitchen. She doesn't belong in the kitchen. So, I just get really offended when people talk about women, labeling them as certain types. I think women are beautiful creatures, and they make the world go round.
Do you believe in the cat distribution system?
I'm not familiar with that. What is that?
Well, you said you had a cat and a dog, right?
Yeah.
How did you get your cat?
I can't remember if they got it from a shelter or if they found it like on the neighborhood block and just adopted it.
Yeah, if you find, okay, so the cat distribution system is, for instance, I have 3 cats, but I'm not a cat person, and I never would have gotten cats. But my first cat, I found her on the street when I lived in the Bronx, and it was cold outside, so the universe gave me a cat. It's cat distribution. They distribute cats to people who need them. So cats are considered kind of like guardians of the spiritual realm.
Oh, wow.
So people with cats usually are protected in the spiritual realm, and then people with dogs are protected in the physical realm. What kind of dog do you have?
I don't have any animals just because I don't want to neglect them. I travel a lot for fighting, and so I don't want to leave them home or have to find sitters all the time. So I'm a responsible adult.
How I already asked you. See, look, do you believe in parallel universes? You already brought it up.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, what about reincarnation? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't feel like I have an opinion on it. I don't believe it's true, but you just never know. I feel like no one knows what's going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen in the afterlife. I believe in God, and I believe that I will go to the gates of heaven one day, but at the end of the day, no one's experienced anything, and no one really truly knows what's going to happen after this life.
Do you think that there's anyone in your life that you've met before? Like, do you ever feel like you've met anyone in this life that you might have met in a past life?
I do, yeah. I feel like that. I've gotten like that deja vu feeling where I'm like, man, I feel like I've seen or met you before. It's all too trippy and weary, and definitely had that. Have you had that? Yeah.
Yeah, I get it a lot. What about imposter syndrome? Do you feel like you have imposter syndrome?
Oh, what's imposter syndrome?
It's like, okay, imposter syndrome is kind of like I think I have imposter syndrome, where it's like you sort of exist here, but you feel like your efforts and everything that you've done isn't enough to sort of define who you are. So like you're kind of existing in a body that may not be yours, or going through life and it may not be real, or like you're living in someone else's body sometimes.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm living in someone else's body, but I do feel like out-of-body experiences, like, you know, from where I came from, a very poverty, blue-collar family, to being where I'm at now, where I'm a multimillionaire. Like, I never envisioned this of myself, and sometimes it doesn't feel real. I have to pinch myself to wake myself up and be like, is this really real, Colby, or are you dreaming right now?
I think that's what it is. I think that's what imposter syndrome is. It's like you don't believe that what you're experiencing is real. Like, sometimes that you don't deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely believe that. You know, I always wished and prayed to live the American dream and be able to accomplish this, but I don't think I ever fully, you know, had faith that I would be here and I would do it. So I definitely feel that, you know, I can relate to that.
What's more gay, jiu-jitsu or wrestling?
You know, I wouldn't use that word, but what's more lame is definitely jiu-jitsu. I mean, you get on your back and you lay around like girls that take it in the bedroom. So, you know, I don't think that any wrestler would ever accept being on their back. So, you know, if wrestling was easy, they'd call it jiu-jitsu.
So, would you say you're a fan of wrestling? Like growing up, you were a fan of wrestling? Like, yeah,
I was a fan of wrestling growing up for sure. You know, it depends on which wrestling. You're talking about amateur wrestling or pro wrestling?
Maybe I'm thinking about like amateur, like WWE.
Okay, that's pro wrestling.
So like pro wrestling?
Yeah.
Did you like pro wrestling?
I love pro wrestling, man. I had a lot of inspirations, you know, from Ric Flair to Hulkamania to Kurt Angle, you know, who I use his walkout music for my fights. So I'm a big believer and advocate for professional wrestling in the WWE. I love the way they perform. They're athletes to the highest regard. You see the way they put their body in those positions, and you know, they're able to get people hyped, and they know how to entertain a crowd.
That's cool. Have you ever seen this video? Because you mentioned Ric Flair, and I was like, oh, there's this. It reminded me of this video.
No way.
Hey, Colby.
No way.
Colby Covington is the nature boy. The Rolex wearing, diamond wearing, limousine riding, private jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, telling you, good luck Saturday night. You the man.
Wow.
Colby Covington, the nature boy says so. You are the man. Woo! 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 Go, Colby Covington.
Wow.
Woo!
Man, that's crazy. That's surreal. That's that imposter syndrome you were talking about. That doesn't feel real. That feels like
it's cool, right?
That's so cool. I appreciate you doing that.
For sure. Rick's the man, man. He's a huge fan, so I thought that was really cool. Because I found out that you liked Ric Flair, so woo! Woo, woo, woo! Okay. Oh, okay. I have something. My friend made these calendars.
Oh, that's amazing.
He wanted to give it to you.
Okay.
It has all these like cool images on the inside.
Dang, that's so awesome. Wow.
Isn't that kind of, it's cool, right?
That's amazing.
The images are actually pretty sick.
I'll have to give it
They should be like, see, I was gonna wear this.
Bodysuit like
bodysuit.
That? That would have been hilarious. Oh my God. Jesus, that's amazing. I'm sure Trump will really appreciate this. We got to end the wokeness, the sickness in this country. Jeez, that's awesome.
That's kind of trippy.
Is that AI or is that real?
I actually don't know. That's the scary part. I don't know if it's AI or real.
That's funny. Love that. Freaking 1776, George Washington.
Okay, I got two questions. Would you compare your loss to Usman to Trump's loss to Biden? Do you feel like the judges submitted their scores via mail-in ballot?
I do. I do feel like the judges didn't score that the right way. They have a hatred to me because, you know, I stand up for MAGA and freedom in America, and they all hate America and they're all anti-American, so of course they're going to score it against me. I remember walking out of that fight, every single fan in the arena in Madison Square Garden was like, Colby, you won that fight. What the heck? How did you lose? You easily won rounds 3, 4, and 5, and they thought I won round 1, 2. The only round he won was round 2. So, you know, I do feel like, you know, that was COVID that beat me, and that was a mail-in ballot system. You know, just like they defeated Trump, it was fake news. It was a rigged election. So, you know, it was a rigged judges, and, you know, it's unfortunate. But, you know, it's not the judges that I'm trying to impress in the sport. It's the fans. I'm all about the fans. That's why they call me the people's champ. So, you know, you can delay me, and you can delay Trump, but you will not deny us.
I was going to do this thing where everyone says something nice about their opponent. So I was wondering if you had anything nice to say about your opponent.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got lots of nice things. The guy has no redeeming qualities. He's dumber than a box of rocks. That's why we call him low IQ Leon. Guy has disgusting teeth. His own fans from UK hate him because he turned down a homecoming show in the UK. So, you know, they'll never forgive him because that was the ultimate f you to your fans in the UK. So, and dude, oh, have you seen his hairline? Have you seen the back of his head? It looks like a meteor hit the back of his head. It's disgusting.
Good job. I feel like we hit that on the nail. What do you think of Power Slap?
I think it's amazing, man. What Hunter Campbell and Dana White have done with Power Slap is one of the most amazing spectacles I've ever seen. You know, I think it's an incredible show, and, you know, people are entertained worldwide, and that's what it's all about, is giving people entertainment and kind of distracting them from whatever problems or issues they have going on in their life. And that's what Power Slap does, man. It gets right to the point, and it's gruesome, it's violent, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful violence.
Beautiful violence. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate yourself as a fighter?
I would rate myself as a 10. You know, I have a lot of redeeming qualities. You know, I entertain the fans. I put on a show. You know, I've beaten first ballot Hall of Famer after first ballot Hall of Famer, champion after champion. So, you know, I'd rate myself as a 10.
Do you think other fighters would feel the same?
Probably not, you know, but they're all ones. And they all are dumber than box of rocks. They're all only fight because they literally can't do anything else in life. And, you know, I mean, what depends on which fighters you're talking about. Give me an example of a fighter. Let's rate some other fighter. Who cares what other fighters think? Who cares about their opinions? Their opinions are like assholes, and everybody has one, and most of the time they stink.
Yeah, and they're dirty.
And they're dirty and nasty. But, you know, that's what's beautiful about America, is the land of free, home of the brave. So, you know, everybody has their own opinion. They can express it however they like, and I respect everybody's opinion, but it doesn't mean it's true.
Amen. Question. Have you ever used one of these devices?
Yeah, I use those all the time.
You do?
Yeah, all the time. It's funny. I love that thing.
Are you good at it?
I'm pretty good. I'm all right.
Would you be willing to try it?
You want me to try it? You don't want to try it?
My reflexes are just horrendous.
Nah, stop that.
Oh, you gotta punch it.
Oh, don't punch it too hard.
Okay.
Light punches.
I did it. Now it's your turn. That concludes my interview with Colby Chaos Covington.
Thanks for having me, Nia.
You're so welcome.